patience that is required to participate on this kind of markets just not for everyone, man. I think that's why a lot of people just come in and go and then come back to crypto because they don't have the conviction or patience in order to stay through this chop. I think it started going live like late March, I think. So this stream has it's been just basically chop consolidation and downtrending for Bitcoin. So I'm hoping for really good things once we leave this range for this stream, and you'll have plenty of summer pitbox enjoyers to talk charts about. So welcome everyone. Happy Tuesday stream. Being a little bit past 7 o'clock Eastern, we began today's stream where Bitcoin had a pullback today. It's currently down 1.26% in the day. And what's funny is that if you go to the low time frame, for example, 10-minute, you'll see that the down mark began exactly at the New York Stock Exchange open. Just basically when the Wall Street session began, we had this big down mark that was basically a full hour of selling. So probably someone dumping on through Coinbase just on the session open and just stayed sideways for the rest of the day. Just didn't do much. So it makes you wonder who's been selling. At some point, there was some talk about minor capitulation because of the halving. They had to cover their costs, and since the emission reduction on BTC, they had to sell a lot of Bitcoin in order to cover their expenses. So, but today, I don't know if it was a miner. Like a miner could just dump straight on chain and not go through Wall Street. So this sounds more like maybe an ETF outflow or something like that, because it happened just on the Wall Street open, and we've seen that pattern before for the past month. So quite a sight to behold, and I hope that they get left behind and we just trade higher after this 4 month of selling. So that's your Bitcoin, just working on a bearish engulfing candle. Didn't quite get the positive momentum on the MACD histogram just yet. Could happen tomorrow, or if we get a strong dump tomorrow, is going to resume the negative momentum. So not the best, but it could be worse. As long as you're holding 60K, then I think you're fine. You just rejected here the mid-range out of this descending channel, and you also rejected 63,500 bucks yesterday. This very real zone from the 2021 first top here. You'll see the Pico Schmiga top and the daily candle close. Those are two levels that you need to get above in order to start talking about potential 70K price action. So yeah, just not that much to say on BTC today. Just besides that Wall Street open dump. I'm gonna head into USDT dominance. It's a little bit like the opposite of Bitcoin here, because it's rejecting. It's using the mid-range as support right now, and Bitcoin's rejecting the mid-range of its flag. Yeah, just sideways candle holding onto the 200 moving average. Excuse me. So you just what you want to see here, it's a rollover from the 200 and not start regarding it support, because then we could be on the potential scenario of taking out these highs from June 24th. So yeah, we're not going to pretend we know what's coming, but That's what you're getting on USDT dominance so far. Printing the first strong negative momentum bar on the MACD since June 6th. So since almost a month of just positive momentum. So maybe this turns into something else. Maybe sellers taking control after buyers being exhausted up here, not being able to push into a higher high. As for now, right? So we say Bitcoin dominance also dropping, bearish engulfing candle about to print the lowest daily candle close since last Friday. And we talked about this last week. BTC dominance has been downtrending on red days and uptrending on green days. So we have a classic distribution pattern here, potentially at play. It still needs confirmation, but you have a 3 following peaks pattern here. This is the breakout line of 53.7. With a daily candle close, you get confirmation. The regular viewers of the stream on my channel know this. And if you confirm that, you're looking for a potential measure move down to the low 50s, down to 50%. But the odd thing, and what's kind of concerning, is that this downtrend is happening while Bitcoin has been downtrending also. So it's not like the altcoin season you would like to see. I'm still thinking that for a proper altcoin season, we need Bitcoin just going into fresh highs and potentially into 90K, whatever, just exuberance in targets, and having market participants get a greater appetite for risk after BTC running and positioning themselves into altcoins is what I think. But there is some kind of distribution potential here going on. You have 3 lower highs and a lower low here, which is your breakout line. So building strong negative momentum once again on the MACD. Granted, this could turn just into a small bounce like it happened here on June 16, 17 with this bounce. But as for now, bearish engulfing and continuing the strong negative momentum on the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin against the SPX. It also it flew under my radar because I was so interested in this descending channel or bull flag. There's this 3 falling peaks distribution pattern confirmed on Monday of last week, and then you had a throwback where you fell. I mean, you came back inside of the range, and now you're almost having a daily candle close back above the range. But what Bulkowski says about failures or throwbacks on this kind of accumulation or distribution patterns is that usually when a pattern has a throwback, it tends to underperform versus the patterns which don't have the throwback. So maybe you're looking at a classic distribution of Bitcoin against the SPX, but it may not perform so well because the measure move from the top to the neckline is like a 20%. So we will be looking on the technical side for a 20% down mark on BTC against the SPX. Granted, this could still happen if BTC chops around and the SPX just turbo pumps. The SPX could pump 10% and BTC dump 10% from here, and you will get the target. But just not a great look on the SPX in that regard. Even though I think if we hold the lows at around here and we confirm this low is being real, you're still looking at that potential fractal from the bear market of 2022. But yeah, I just wish we had a green day today and continued to get out of this range lows and not chop around. But as for now, not invalidated, but you're falling below the 200 again. And this is your first day of positive momentum on the MACD since June 7th. And what a day it turned out to be. Just I don't know, just a really weak day. And after this bullish divergence on the MACD histogram, and we talked yesterday that on strong bear markets, bullish divergences tend to underperform. So maybe it's the market giving us a sign, if this bullish divergence does not perform at all, that sellers are really in control on Bitcoin against the SPX, and most likely is gonna turn lower. Yikes. Let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum outperforming BTC today, is down only 0.52%, although it's printing a bearish divergence candle, lowest daily candle close since June 29th, and still losing negative momentum on this hitting bullish divergence on the MACD histogram. So it makes you wonder, when is this going to flip green? Maybe you flip strong red again, had a sell-off, and then flip green and had the divergence play out by how things are looking, because you yesterday rejected the level, the 3,519 level, which has been regarded as resistance and support here locally, and you're below the 3,592 bucks, which is the complacency shoulder top from 2022 here. So if you're thinking about $4,000 ETH token, you need to get back about that level, in my opinion. Just really low volume on Coinbase for Ethereum today. Just nothing crazy so far. And what's really wild is that you should be getting the trading of the ETF kind of soon. I mean, that's what at least the market's hoping for. But you're just been bleeding out after this incredible pump on was that on May already? My God, on May 20th, Ethereum has done nothing. Straight up nothing. Look at that. This is terrible price action. Just stay within this range for almost 4 months now. So just that's gonna trigger most of the people. And if you go to the SPX, my God, highest daily candle close ever. Hype in the chat for the SPX, for the XPX bulls. This bearish divergence signified that it was maybe over, not just too bullish. Printing strong, highest daily candle close in its history, while you had a bearish divergence. Talk about strength, chat. Nasdaq, same thing. Highest daily candle close ever, disregarding completely the bearish divergence on the MACD. Just nope, we're gonna keep ripping. Invalidated the bearish engulfing candle for Friday. Just 0 Fs given, chat, on TradFi. And on the other side around, on the flip side on the coin, you just have BTC doing nothing, just barely moving. And my God, thank God today was a red day for Bitcoin dominance. Otherwise, altcoins would have gotten wrecked today. This is the kind of move, like just 1% move, that you could drop double-digit altcoins on a BTCD uptrend. So thank God to that. Okay. Having looked at majors, we're gonna have some fun now. You can guess. Look at the title, chat. What does the title say of this stream? What do you think we're gonna look at now, after this grueling price action from Bitcoin here? Granted, it can recover ground and then dump by tomorrow morning open again. And thank God Thursday is a holiday, so we don't get that kind of price action on BTC, to be honest. Just the whole market recovery was on a weekend, you know. Ever since the stock market opens, mostly been selling. Okay, gonna stop rumbling, and we're gonna go straight into business. Solana up 5.6% on the day. Hype in the chat. Hype in the chat for Solana, about to rival the highest daily candle close since June 12th, making a full-on recovery of last month price action. You have somewhat of an inverse head and shoulders here, looking like this left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder now, pressing again the top of the range of this ascending channel above $144. You know, this level is very real. The complacency shoulder from 2022, which on Ethereum is below. So I'm sure it's printing strong positive momentum. High in this, having this bullish divergence continue to play out, just really strong against ETH, which should be getting a bid this week because of the ETF. I guess the ETF rumors for Solana are even stronger. So looks like the market leader is back in town, at least for today's price action. But you're straight against resistance right now, just tapping into the diagonal resistance. So we'll know tomorrow if we sell off here a little bit. Otherwise, your next horizontal resistance is at $169.22, a very real level, also from the 2022 cycle. That worked as resistance, support, and then when you lost support, you just nuked. So we talked about this area here being mostly up and down. So if Solana doesn't get stopped here at this channel here, then I think that mid range and that 170 level it could be next for Sol. And when I look at Sol BTC, we're also going to look at Sol ETH. It's the name of the stream. I know you guys like that subject because my video on Sol ETH had some decent views, so appreciate that. So we talked about Sol BTC here on where you had this potential head and shoulders pattern, and how head and shoulders patterns on bull market usually don't play out, and when they don't play out, they get a mad impulse up, where that's what you're looking at. You reclaim the 200, regarded as support, boom, upspring, printing strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram, and about to go for the highest daily candle close on Sol BTC since May 23rd. Hype in the freaking chat, man. Hype for the Solana bulls. This is what's up. We talked about this on the DXY. I'm going to go back, and I showed you live on stream. We said you had a head and shoulders here. You failed to break the neckline. What do you do when you confirm the low? Had a big spring to the upside, really close to the height of the head. And where's the height of the head here on Sol BTC? Pretty high up here, almost at 30,000 sats. So, my God. And Sol BTC is still below the complacency shoulder from 2022. So there's a lot of ground to cover on this asset if it continues to outperform in the market. I also looked at Sol against the SPX today, since BTC has been doing nothing. Sol SPX looks way better, and I'm really surprised to see this decoupling. To be honest, I thought that Solana would trade coupled to whatever BTC might do, but Bitcoin's been just doing nothing, and so BTC just broke the low time frame downtrend into an uptrend with higher highs and higher lows on the low time frame, and has recovered a lot of ground on the daily time frame as well, getting back above the 200, getting above this level here. Look at how real is this level, this inflection point. Support, resistance, then didn't work as support, confirmation, bearish back test, big impulse down. So you're now above that level. As of now, chat. As of now. I get so pumped. Well, look at Sol BTC and Sol ETH because I think there's alpha there that not too many people look at. Or do I have Sol ETH? Take a look at that. So we talked yesterday about this, about me not paying attention to this whole distribution potential phase here or structure. I'm talking about this potential maybe being just bullish continuation with higher highs and higher lows. And look at what we're doing now, chat. Look at Sol ETH about to put in the highest daily candle close since May 23rd. Also, you just need to take out this last point of supply, and maybe the daily structure could start to flip bullish. Just put in a higher high, then a higher low, and it'll be a bullish structure for the daily and Sol ETH, printing strong positive momentum, high in that the bullish divergence play out to a T. Exactly at the bottom here, it's when the divergence started to form, and it got confirmed here after this confirmation of the bullish engulfing candle. So maybe week of distribution is not gonna play out on Sol ETH. Just quite the sight to behold, to be honest. And Sol Beta has not, at least the memes, has not been trading so well today. I'm sure there's a few memes that get good today. For example, on chain like Bonky was a green day, but the exchange memes. Hold on a minute. The exchange memes didn't do as good. Like Whiff, Bonk, and so on. We're going to be taking a look at those too. So look at the volume here for Sol ETH. So this could be very real. You could be heading into the range highs here, and if you start putting price action up here and you get a breakout, then this whole distribution goes out of the window. Granted, this isn't even confirmed yet, but wild price action for Solana today. And talking about Solana, let's go to some Solana beta. Jupiter also having a good day. It's up 4.55%. About to put in the highest daily candle close since June 16. Getting back above here this range. Very real range. Printing strong positive momentum after this bullish divergence also. So my God, man, this is what you want to see on TA and technical analysis. You just like to see patterns playing out that allows you to position yourself at key inflection points with minimal downside risk and maximum upside potential. So pretty nice. And Jupiter BTC also about to put in the highest daily candle close since June 9. Printing strong positive momentum, also bullish divergence playing out. Hasn't gotten back above the range yet against BTC, but on the USD pair it did. So that's pretty exciting. Let's take a look at Pepe. So Pepe trying to find support here at the lower end of the channel, just down 0.6% today. It hasn't invalidated the bullish engulfing candle from Sunday. So as for now, printing strong negative momentum again, but it hasn't broken structure yet. But we talked about this, chat. We talked about this. Take a look at this. This is why I take a look at stuff like this. We knew this. We knew that Pepe against Sol looked cooked. And today, it's really close to confirming a double top. If you get a daily candle close below this level here, below here, then it will be a technical double top for Pepe against Solana. So, and I didn't say it was going to be because of a dump. I said because it was probably because Solana would outperform Pepe, and that's what's happening. Maybe you get that M shape, that bullish pad. If you get into this kind of area and maybe a type 2 return, a back test, and also a bullish divergence, then it will be time to maybe flip your soul backs into Pepe once again. But we knew this area would possibly be a sell-off for Pepe against Solana. Pepe VTC, it's green on the day. It's currently up 0.76%. Still printing positive. No, it's printing negative momentum today for the first time since June 24. And yeah, I don't think this kind of bullish pad is gonna play out on BTC. I think it could be more likely to play out on Solana, but it's there. What I do think it could happen is go to the 618 deep retracement level, golden pocket boys, because of the confluence with the level here at around this resistance from this all-time high from early March. But yeah, on the USD pair, it still looks good within the range, respecting, this channel. So that's good. Let's take a look at render. Render's been kind of compressing down here, fighting against the 200. So I think this is gonna shoot your way. For now, you have the bullish engulfing candle from Sunday not being invalidated, but you're below the 200. I mean, you're barely above it. And within these two critical levels here, look at this from history, daily candle close and all-time highs from December 2021. Printing strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram. And what I really like to see is on the BTC pairs. So you're still below the 200, but it's fighting for its life to hold on into the lower end of this broadening ascending wedge, and you could have somewhat of an inverse head and shoulders argument here. It's not the cleanest one, but it's definitely there. You have left shoulder there, the head, and then the right shoulder. And maybe this is your neckline. Something like that. So who knows? And your measure move it will be like a 21% from the neckline if you get a breakout. So it would throw you all the way up here to this kind of cluster of price action. If actually injected to Bitcoin holds the bottom of the broadening descending wedge on a bullish manner. Okay. Did we look at WIF? No, we did not. Okay, so WIF at one point was like down 4%. Today's pretty flat, just down 1.9% on the daily. You wish it would be trading like Jupiter today, just on a green day, but fighting to maybe get a confirmation, a support of this level at around $2.22, this previous range, stone support, but still printing strong positive momentum on the MACD. I wouldn't get concerned about WIF just yet, not until you get a bearish engulfing candle and and you get back below here the range, maybe with descending volume and maybe descending positive momentum, then maybe you get a pullback because you're still on a downtrend on the daily time frame. This is a lower low. If it's this actually a swing high, then this is a lower high, and this will be a lower high regarding this one. So yeah, apparently Jupiter looks better. Bonk also trading sideways. It was actually green at some point in the day before the New York Stock Exchange opened. String printing positive momentum. Highest momentum on the MACD since May 29. And you're down less than 1%. You're down 0.59% on the day. So nothing to get too worried about. Bonk. Do we look at WIF BTC? So WIF BTC is also here fighting against resistance. It looks actually better on the USD pair. On the BTC pair, it's actually just straight below this support from history. Now maybe getting a rejection of it. So yeah, you still have that bullish divergence and printing strong positive momentum on the MACD, but you're just down 1% on the daily. And Bonk BTC, yeah, just having a green day. It's up 0.69%. So I'll take that. About to print the highest daily candle close since June 12th. Hype in the chat. ENS down 2.46% on the day, not having a bearish engulfing candle whatsoever, but you definitely encounter some selling above here. Just have this large wick from yesterday and today having a green day. A red day, but I don't know. It's just turned into nothing burger because the momentum's still strong on the MACD, and you're above significant resistances from history. So maybe this is some kind of chop before an impulse into the upside. But I'm not a fan of all of this selling. And then a red candle. Granted, this could turn into a nothing burger, but locally here, this could turn into somewhat of a pullback if you have this amount of selling here. It's not the best. Nope. Okay. Wow. Strength on Solana is just a sight to behold. Let's take a look at some wild coins. So Layer 0 about to print the highest daily candle close ever. It actually had all-time highs today. What a chat. Layer 0 having more volume the day goes through, and this B recovery from the TGE from June 20, just really strong, quite the opposite to Blast, whereas Blast working on lowest daily candle close in its history. So there's clearly a market winner between the airdrops from June. And CK Sync also encountering some absorption of selling today. It's currently up 0.50% on the daily, up 0.5%. You don't have the same volume as Layer 0 though. Well, this is on Binance and the other one's on Coinbase. So, but yeah, just a lot of strength for 0. Pendle is down 17% on the daily, working on your lowest daily candle close since May 14. Chat, what the Look at this level. Couldn't hold it as support. Boom. Big down mark. Printing strong negative momentum on the MACD histogram. I don't know if this had like a bearish catalyst, like a new or something. This, I don't know, or some unlocks coming in July that people just bounced, but someone fat fingered pendle today hard. Next level of inflection, it's just gonna be basically the bottom of the neckline here of this potential double top. This double top could get confirmed if you get a daily candle close below here, below $3.84. But we're not gonna get ahead of ourselves because you have the 200 moving average just creeping up here. And I don't know. I don't know what happened with Pendle, to be honest. I don't know if they had any kind of news or unlock or whatever, but it's down 17% on the day. So this has to be one of the worst performers of today. And Lido hasn't been able to recover from the down mark that the SEC news gave them, working on a bearish engulfing candle and the lowest daily candle close since last Friday, which was the unfortunate news for Lido. I think they said that their staking was some kind of registered security or stuff like that. But the sad part about Lido is that it's on a big macro uptrend on which has higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. So I wish this low holds so it doesn't get a market structure break on a really high time frame. So you just need to hold this third low, and I think everything could be fine for our Lido friends for that Kobe coin. Just go to Injective. So Injective, I'm just gonna get rid of this. It's an exercise for a stream. So you have this massive bullish cipher harmonic here that formed from mid-October into mid-April here. This massive M shape with a type 2 return, which is a confirmation maybe low of this massive harmonic, and you're still above a really critical level here. Look at this from history. Daily candle closes on all-time highs from May of 2021. You could be holding a support. Look at what the bulls did today, chat. They sold off yesterday. Bearish engulfing candle looked like hell was coming from for Injective, and then boom, an upspring today after that sell-off, and it's currently up 3.6% on the day, printing strong positive momentum once again on the MACD histogram. Actually, the highest momentum on the MACD since June 13. So there might be some stuff being cooked here on Injective. I just wish we were above the 200 moving average. It's a shame that you're below it, and you just had a bearish formal backtest to a 200, which pushed us into fresh lows here, at least on a daily candle perspective, because you have this wick here. It wasn't a lower low regarding the wick, but on last Tuesday, on Tuesday of June 18, you had the lowest daily candle close since a long time, my friends, since December of last year. So the only thing that's not convincing for me on Injective, because this looks like a dream scenario TA wise structure where you have this big harmonic type 2 return above a key inflection point. Just have this, you don't have any kind of divergence on the MACD, but printing strong positive momentum. The only thing that's off is the 200, and you have two bearish backtests to it, which has been leading the downtrend for the time being. You had a backtest here, a lower low, then another bearish backtest, another lower low. So it's what I would be careful with on Injective. Otherwise, I think it could turn into a great setup. Okay, let's look at some big gainers and some big losers after looking at Pendle, which probably is the biggest loser today. So I'm gonna skip China. Rollbit. I think this. Yeah, this chart's broken. I don't know why. I'm gonna get a new Rollbit. Okay, CHR also up 9%. My God, chat. No divergence on the MACD histogram, just convergence, printing this highest momentum on the MACD since May 26. My God. And your highest daily candle close about to be put in since June 18. Quite the volume today also on Binance. I don't know if it got some news, but yeah. Bad thing is that you can't get too excited about this asset because look what it's been doing since late March. Just you've been putting lower lows and lower highs. So this could turn into another failed rally, or it couldn't. It could just pump into all-time highs. I'm not gonna act like I know. I just got here to tell you market structure and how it looks. This could perfectly come here, have a retest to 200, and then push even lower. What you need to see here. It's hopefully a confirmation low or a higher low, and then a higher high, and then we'll talk here. This is where you enter. You find confluence with a level, support, after market structure break, boom. You just set your stop loss here at around here, so if it loses the lows, then you're out, and you go for first target, second target, and third target, stuff like that. But until that happens, I'm not gonna get excited on this because it's not too much you can do. There's stuff that looks better. Solana looks way better in that regard. Okay, they merged. Look at Floki. I think Floki got tweeted by Blunts today, which is an influencer. I'm sure he moves price in these conditions, man. Like liquidity is so thin, the environment is so PvP that if any influencer shields a coin or a setup, what you can basically get is this kind of price action and then a full reversion 2 days after, just the day after. So I don't know if this is real. Don't remember that well how it looked before he tweeted out, but I do remember that he said like, oh, there's like a inverse head and shoulders here on Floki, yeah, whatever. So I'm sure he was talking about like a low time frame, like a 1 hour chart or stuff like that. Maybe it was the 4 hour. Yeah. So Floki on a daily time frame could still be bullish. This could be a higher low. So you have a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Still above the 200, so that could be a sign of strength. The sellers couldn't push the price all the way down to 200, so buyers stepped in before. Let's look at the MACD. So you do have some kind of a hitting bullish divergence here on the MACD histogram. So that's nice because you have a lower low on the MACD and you have a higher low on price, which is a continuation divergence, which could imply that Floki is gonna continue its uptrend, which has been massive for the past 4 months. So yeah, I wish, if I had to pick, I wish it would have held support there. It would have been perfect here for this resistance. Then a flip into support, it would have been cleaner, in my opinion. but it doesn't mean that it cannot play out. The thing is that you have big resistance above, so this could just turn into, I don't know, some shenanigans, whatever. And if you were holding above here, then it would be more actionable because you could get in and cut if you lose the support. That's what I think about Floki. Printing strong positive momentum once again in the MACD histogram, and the hitting bullish divergence was confirmed yesterday. So hype in the chat for that, for your Floki friends. What else? What else? If the chat wants me to look at anything, now's the time to speak. And let me know if you have any requests. Okay, so Aave is taking quite a beating today. It's down 6.7%. Wow. Massive bearish engulfing candle, about to print the lowest daily candle close since June 24th. And apparently having a formal bearish backtest. I mean, almost to 200. So, yikes. You just need to reclaim 112 and 6 cents on Aave here in order to get excited, because this has been a massive range, which has worked as both a support and resistance in previous history, and you need to reclaim the 200. Otherwise, you could be looking at 76.87 cents for a target of downtrend continuation from this big sell-off from the news from the war news in mid-April. So that's a bad performer today. I think Floki's on ETH mainnet, so makes you wonder. Like, I mean, Ethereum beta for the most part didn't do too good today, but I guess you can have some ETH memes outperform. You have had MOG trending for the last 2 weeks, so there's that. It had some pullbacks today, so maybe it gets a deeper retrace because it had a bearish engulfing candle yesterday, and today it was confirming that engulfing, having some follow through price action. Okay, let's see if there's anything interesting here. Just barely moving this BC scams. Caspa was doing things, but yeah, you had a bearish divergence here. Not confirmed just yet because you will need to start printing negative momentum, but about to print the lowest positive momentum since June 27. And you have this kind of divergence here. So if this divergence doesn't play out, then Caspa is turbo bullish like the SPX, because you had that bearish divergence on the daily, on the SPX, and on the NASDAQ, and it just acted like there was nothing there. It's like sellers buyer exhaustion, like not me. So we will know on Caspa in due time. Wow, we talked about this on stream. Damn. I think it was yesterday. No, the day before. We talked about this breakout here. This very real level is now up 14%. SPX 6,900. And you have this three rising valleys, a classic accumulation pattern with a breakout line up here. My God, man. I wish I had positioned myself earlier for this, because there's not that much that I can do now. Maybe when you get a daily candle close above this breakout line, if it's not an overshoot, then maybe it could be an option. But interesting what SPX 6,900 has been doing. It's an ETH mainnet meme. And maybe it's just following the SPX price action now. Okay, I want to take a look at Undo. I wonder where do I have it. Is it here? Yeah. Oh no. Where did I have Undo? I had Undo somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna add it here anyway. I think I have them here. Yeah. So Undo, damn. Looks somewhat like Pepe, you know? I think it looks kind of better. Could be a triple bottom down here. It's just not getting the follow through that you would like to see immediately after putting somewhat of a structure like this. You would expect price to do that, you know? So maybe when you get a failed breakout, you could get a consequence and come visit here, the bottom of the channel. Losing negative momentum as for now. You still have this hitting bullish divergence, so that's pretty cool. Until this bullish divergence gets invalidated, then I think you're good in a good spot or position to get continuation to the upside for Undo. ETH5 lost support, then death. About to print the lowest daily candle close in its history. Pendle, we already talked about this. Jupiter also. Let's take a look at total. It's been a while. So total printing the first strong positive momentum since June 6th. Fighting with support and resistance here. You would wish that 2 trillion point 24.25 would hold. You'll see why here. From the 2021 level here, just a lot of confluence of price action, resistance, and support. So, yeah. Just need this low to hold, otherwise things are going to turn somewhat ugly for the crypto space. Okay, my pitbox enjoyers, thanks for tuning in. I've been going on for about an hour. We looked at the market. We appreciated Solana's strength. We talked about how Bitcoin dominance was downtrending while Bitcoin was downtrending, and where you have a green day on Bitcoin, usually the Bitcoin dominance just trends higher. So maybe that whole altcoin season could get postponed. We also talked about USDT dominance of fighting for holding the 200 moving average and how we wish it loses it. And we also looked at a lot of other coins and their strength relative to each other. So thanks for tuning in. I'll be going live tomorrow again at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'll see you guys then, and bye.